Why is Dr. Mbuyiseni Ndlozi all of a sudden a super fan of President Cyril Ramaphosa? What is it that has changed about him, especially since his departure from his former political home, the Economic Freedom Fighters, the EFF? All of a sudden, we have seen Mbuyiseni Ndlozi changing his tune. We have seen him changing his tune. We've seen him changing his tune to now all of a sudden become Ramaphosa's super fan, of which it is something that is very strange. It's something that is very strange that we do not understand how it came about. So now on this video, we are making an attempt here to understand that why is Mbuyiseni Ndlozi all of a sudden a Cyril Ramaphosa's fan? And we'll take you back to his tweets. You guys would remember at some point he posted some tweets on X where he was praising Cyril Ramaphosa. But before we go deep on that, guys, it's proper that let me just greet you guys and welcome you to the platform. Is Labansundu, the voice for Africans. So, guys, please help me grow the platform. As guys, you know, there's various ways that you can help me to grow the platform. The first one is by subscribing. It's free to subscribe. After subscribing, then you click on the notification bell. The importance of that notification bell is that each time I publish a video, then receive a notification. So please make sure you watch those videos so the YouTube algorithm can then recommend the video to a much wider audience. Secondly, it is by joining to becoming a pay member to the platform like Siso Manjwa has done. You can contribute as little as 20 rands per month to the platform. Another way is by buying us the super thanks, just like Sister Tata did that. So the other way is also by making sure that you don't skip the ads that play on this video. Those ads are another form and way for the platform to earn the revenue. Okay, so yeah, let's get to it, guys. I'm interested also, of course, to hear your views on the matter. Have you noticed how Mbuyiseni Ndlozi has changed his stance towards Cyril Ramaphosa since his departure from the EFF? So what do you guys make of that? What do you guys think informs the sudden change? My own take it is that my own analysis is that Mbuyiseni Ndlozi, Dr. Mbuyiseni Ndlozi never genuinely believed or subscribed, at least ideologically, to what the EFF purports to represent. You see? So, of course, he's someone who's articulate. He's someone who's able to articulate. And I think it's something that we as South Africans, especially those who are the black people who are pro-liberation, it is something that we need to learn and understand that just because someone is articulate, is able to articulate a certain position, especially if part of articulating that position, it is his job. It is his job. We should not confuse that for his own conviction. Now we are learning that actually Mbuyiseni Ndlozi, he was articulating those EFF positions, not necessarily because it's something that he subscribes to or something that he believes in. No, but it's because that was his job. You see, you'd see when Ramaphosa signed into law some of the bills, such as this expropriation, of which something was quite shocking, especially coming from someone like Mbuyiseni Ndlozi, who some people in certain quarters regard him as an intellectual for progressive politics, right? For progressive politics. And I'm not suggesting that he's not an intellectual, because even the Verwoerd was intellectual, right? Verwoerd is the architecture of apartheid, was an intellectual, okay? So I'm not saying that Mbuyiseni is not an intellectual, but you must understand that each and every strata in society has its own intellectuals. Intellectuals who are able to theorize, right? Who are able to theorize a program of action. Because it's out of that theory, that ideological theory, that a program of action emanates from there. So what we've learned about Mbuyiseni Ndlozi, which is something that I've been saying to a lot of people, right? That Mbuyiseni Ndlozi is not an intellectual for liberation politics. He's actually an intellectual for the liberal camp. So it did not surprise me when I saw him now all of a sudden praising Cyril Ramaphosa, right? Saying that Cyril Ramaphosa is not a lackey of the West. So I was saying it was quite shocking that someone who with a PhD could not decipher and dissect that actually what Ramaphosa signed into law, that expropriation bill, that actually has nothing to do with expropriating the land and returning the land to the African masses, the natives of this land. So as to how Dr. Ndlozi missed that, it is testimony to what I'm saying and what I've been saying to certain people, especially members of the EFF, right? Because even within the Black Consciousness movement or the Pan-Africanist movement, they have no regard for Dr. Ndlozi intellectually, because he's a true charterist of note. He's a true charterist of note. Hence, it would explain that why all of a sudden now he's praising Cyril Ramaphosa. Even now with the recent matter of the establishment of another commission by Cyril Ramaphosa, the Commission of Inquiry into the allegations, the damning allegations that have been made public by Lieutenant General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi. As you guys would know by now that Cyril Ramaphosa has decided to place his ally, the Minister of Police, Senzo Mchunu, into a special leave. And that special leave, of course, means that Mchunu gets to keep his perks and benefits whilst he's doing the ANC work, but to be getting paid by the state. And Ramaphosa establishing another commission instead of taking decisive action. Then you get Ndlozi again coming out publicly praising Cyril Ramaphosa for that action. Now, no self-respecting revolutionary intellectual, you see, that's why I say we must distinguish. Ndlozi is a liberal intellectual. He is not a revolutionary intellectual. You see, it is then befitting that we must ask the question that, did he even believe in the ideological stance and the ideas of the economic freedom fighters? Or was he just there for the purposes of employment and deployment in that case? Because you cannot explain that all of a sudden he does not believe in those ideas. The only logical conclusion you can reach it is that he never believed or subscribed to those revolutionary ideals that the EFF claims to stand for. You see. And by the way, we have seen now, of course, with him leaving the EFF, of course, has been employed by Kevin Mkhara in the Power FM station. And we know Kevin Mkhara's relationship with Thabo Mbeki. So all of a sudden, we're seeing Dr. Ndlozi. We've seen Dr. Ndlozi rolling, right? Rolling with Thabo Mbeki. You see? So those are the things that then make you begin to raise these uncomfortable questions about him. That clearly he was never a revolutionary. He's just a liberal, a reformist. People who believe in reforming. You know, reformists are those people who believe in reforming a system that has already been proven to be anti-black. So he falls into that camp that believes that you should not crash or overthrow the system. A system that is anti-black. They believe in reforming and improving that system. That's liberals. So Dr. Njozi falls into that camp. So he's, with each passing day, he's getting himself exposed for that. Thank you guys for tuning in. Please, guys, remember to subscribe, remember to join, remember to like, share, and comment. Thank you very much.